My next guest is a talented actress and comedian. She's currently working on the Comedy Central series, Crank Yankers. She's also doing a one-woman show that the Los Angeles Times called as ruthless and provocative as anything since the heyday of Lenny Bruce. Please welcome Sarah Silverman. Welcome.
We're building a couch.
That's right.
That's what it means when you stay, right?
That's right, yes.
We're building a couch.
Nice panel.
God, look at you.
Look at me.
Are you wearing color contacts? You have very blue eyes.
I have blue eyes.
You look good. You look
good.
healthy.
Well, that's good.
You have color in your...
I have color?
You have a lot of color in your... Well,
yeah.
Or you're wearing makeup. But... No, but that's normal. That's normal for Jay.
On TV.
I mean, that's normal. I mean, all the talk show hosts are doing it.
Right, it's a big thing.
You know, it's like the... It's like steroids of late night.
Yeah, it's a steroid.
They're all doing it.
That's right.
Except your penis doesn't shrivel up.
No, that's right.
The opposite.
Hey, speak for yourself.
Oh, no, it's because the camera adds 10 pounds.
Pounds.
I always thought it was inches.
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
Very good. Now, you're a New Englander like me, right?
Yes, I am.
Where are you from exactly?
Well, I'm from New Hampshire. I was born in New Hampshire,
Okay.
but I... Really? I only lived there for... I only lived there till I was 18, so I don't really remember.
Really? Wow. Yeah, I could see how that would slip your mind. Yeah. So are you like close with your family?
Yeah, no. Yeah, I've got 2 sisters out here and 1 back east, and my parents are back east and everything, and we're all really close. I was actually especially close with my grandmother who just passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Did you? Oh, no. She was 93, so, you know, obviously I suspect foul play.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
really? Oh, sure. The prime of life like that, you get struck down.
Nana. I called her Nana.
Nana?
She had the good, you know, she would tell stories that were like, not stories, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be like, I was watching Rosie O'Donnell, and they had an actress on. You're prettier. You're prettier.
Yeah.
It's not much of a story.
No, exactly.
She wasn't really a real raconteur.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you about the early days of stand-up, because I've seen the clubs. You do terrific, but I imagine you've, just the horror stories. You played the clubs in Boston, too? Is that where you started?
Yeah, the first time I went on, I was 17, and I did a club in Boston, and I went back to finish high school, and I would try to get on at the local clubs, like in Manchester, New Hampshire. So, can I open for the band, you know? And I opened for this band at the Margaritaville Lounge, Manchester, New Hampshire, and they hated me. And I remember there was like a row of drunk men in the last row, and every time I would say a punchline, they'd go, ha ha ha, hilarious.
That's not good.
Yeah. I know you wanted to say something like, they meant well, but there's really no way around it. It's mean.
Okay, but it makes you stronger. It makes you funnier.
Yes.
I know you do current events in your act. You talk about things happening in the news. Anything going on now?
Yeah, well, I always watch E for my news.
Well, yeah.
And I feel like it makes me well-rounded. No, I do,
E, really? The E
yeah,
network.
well, they have the, well, what about this guy? Have you done, I think you've done, let me start over. You know the guy who, he tried to, you know, admit that he, you know, that he was a conspirator for 9/11.
Oh, the hijack, Zacharias.
Right, and then wow, I tried to say his name, I tried to learn his name, and I go, I'll just say the guy.
Right, yeah.
So, and then the judge would not accept his guilty plea.
Right.
And that's so crazy. You know, it's like, you know, if a guy said to me, hey, Sarah, before we have sex, I just want you to know I have herpes. And then I say, yeah, right, you know, no. I have genital herpes. Get over here.
interesting analogy. Yeah, I never thought of it like that.
It's the obvious analogy.
Do you have pets? Do you have any animals?
I have a dog.
You have a dog?
Yes. We had actually an almost emergency last week. It was 2 weeks ago. And I come home, and he's just weird. He's shaking. He's not eating. He's not drinking. He's not going to the bathroom. His eyes were like really intense, you know. And I chalked it up to jet lag because we had traveled recently. Right. And so I'm tidying up. I'm neatening up the apartment. Right. And I find a Ziploc bag completely chewed out from the center, everything inside it, all the contents eaten. He ate 5 pot brownies.
5 pot brownies?
My little dog. One can make a grown man cry, and has.
Right.
I rush him to the animal hospital, right. And we're in the waiting room. I'm a mess. My dog is like this. And they had to keep him overnight. They had to pump him overnight with fluids because, you know, he was parched. And I took him home the next day, and he was still a little weird. And then within a couple days, he was back to his old self. And I really think he's completely a new dog. You know, really? He's got a whole new look on life. Yeah. And I just want to. I don't in any way condone. You know, do not give your dog pot brownies.
Right. Okay.
They're for people.
Right. For people. Now you're doing your one-woman show.
I am.
Your one-woman show. You're on your way to New York.
Yes, I'm going to go first to San Francisco Punchline the 1st to the 4th of August, and then I go to New York. I'm going to do it off-Broadway at 45 Bleecker from the August 13th to 23rd.
Well, that's great. Will you come back and see us again?
Yeah.
Very funny stuff. Thank you, Sarah. We'll be right back with John Pizzarelli right after that. Sarah Silverman.